Hi, this is Math 2231 remote delivery for May 11th, 2020. This has a lot of updates about our last dance. Make sure you understand this. I'm going fast, so you may want to. So I am going to explain the proctoring procedures. They have been refined a bit. Your proctor has a password for the exam answer sheet. This is crucial. I'm going to talk about what's on the final exam, and I'm going to reflect back on this term, including grade audits and the recovery quiz. Academic honesty is a partnership between faculty and student. It is important. For now, proctoring is necessary. Here's your checklist. This is the course. That is my name. This is the date. That is when you should check in. I actually made a mistake here. This should say 10 to 11:50. It is 110 minutes. And the test answer sheet will be on Blackboard. You will have other electronic copy of the questions themselves. And this is Plan A that your proctor and I have. We have other plans. We'll say more about that later. The proctoring format is Zoom. You have to prep some things. You have to install Zoom. And you have to make sure that on the test your phone is charged and not having ringers or other notifications. Join the meeting early. A photo ID will be required. You have to have a place to take the quiz or exam, actually, and you have to let others know you're not being interrupted. You have to figure out how you're going to put your phone there. Here's a video that will help you figure out how to do that. I think this is actually the same video. There are other rules. Only one monitor. They will scan your work area. They will also make sure that you are not having contraband on your person. At any time during the exam, the proctor may stop you and ask you to stand up and check your work area again. The entire test session will be recorded. Once the exam begins, you will not be able to take breaks. They will be sending you this information and other things about the Zoom meeting directly, and you can ask them additional questions, and you can also check your technology beforehand. Okay, so at 10 o'clock on May 12th, I will email you test questions in both a PDF and a Word format to your COD email. I will also be posting these at the same time in the Blackboard Syllabus tab. You will not be able to use calculators, and you will not have notes. These are rules that the COD Calculus Committee has. There will be no grace notes. Your own blank scratch paper is the only thing you will have other than the thing you're writing with the pencil, and your proctors will be checking this. Final answers to the questions will be submitted to the password-secured test answer sheet on Blackboard. Do your best with the formatting. If pi isn't an answer, you can type pi this way. If you have x squared, you can type it this way, ... and you can use words to tell me things. This answer sheet will only be available to you for the COD allocated 110 minutes of your test. You want to allow time to input your answers. If your answers are not input there, you won't be able to do that, and you didn't give me an answer. Authentic responses on the answer sheet are required for there to be any partial credit consideration. PDFs of your work submitted to Blackboard within 30 minutes of the exam conclusion will be considered for partial credit, but only for problems with authentic answers on the Blackboard answer sheet. The Blackboard answer sheet is important. Okay, we've really practiced this on the Cinco de Mayo quiz and on the recovery quiz. I posted things up here and emailed them to you. This is where the assessment was, that you could do this, and this is where you will be uploading things. So all of those things have had solid dry runs. Now, I realize there's lots of moving parts with this Plan A, and your proctor and I have a Plan B and a Plan C. Plans are nothing, but planning is everything. The exam is going to have 10 equally weighted problems. These are the topics, and those are the problems. Applications, of course, means word problems, possibly. These were the course objectives, and I am pleased to say that we accomplished all of them, or at least I did. I hope you did as well. There are some things that are not going to be on the final exam. There will be no epsilon delta proofs, there will be no hyperbolic trigonometry, and there will be no numerical integration approximations using Simpson's rule or the trapezoidal rule. The grade audits are also complete, and the recovery quiz score has been prepaid, and I might say prepaid very generously. But it remains valuable in several ways. It is great practice for the final exam. It allows you to test the protocols that you're going to be using on the final exam, and I am doing some research that I will use these. I will appreciate it greatly if you do this, and I've already prepaid you generously. Your year-to-date score in the grade audit is 2/3 of your grade. The final exam remains 1/3. It always was 1/3. We practiced a lot of this stuff with the quizzes that we have had along the way, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I did my best. We were challenged much. Discontinuities, workarounds, we could not touch. But teaching and learning continued, unabated. Grades are being earned and will be rendered. Your educational goals need not be deferred. My advice to each and every one of you is to finish strong. Now, more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. And now, more than ever, take care of yourself and of each other. God bless.